All right, continuing with the Emmanuelle series, Emmanuelle 6. Let's check it out. Emmanuelle has arrived.
Emmanuelle. If you wish. You are Emmanuelle.
Apparently she suffered some amnesia.
I'm not so sure.
We'll get to that.
I am. Sorry, Professor. I wouldn't mind being the Emmanuelle whom you so brilliantly describe. But I have no memory of her whatsoever.
It's going to help her remember.
Now, I'll tell you about Emmanuelle disappearing 2 months ago in the middle of the Amazonian forest. The same forest you came out of. Our story, your story, starts in a bus.
All right, she's in Venezuela on a bus to Caracas with a bunch of other female models for a photo shoot. From there, they hop on a boat.
What's your step?
So wait till you see your cabins, they're fantastic.
All right, on board, inside Emmanuelle's cabin, there's a trunk, and this woman steps out of it. She's apparently a stowaway, trying to get away from wherever, and she's gonna steal some fruit. She's a hungry stowaway. And there's a lesbian scene that I can't really show you anything of, but it's nice.
A thread running.
Then the guy back at the hospital or whatever decides to set up a couple making love that she can watch, which will hopefully trigger memories of
You
her.
can feel it in your flesh, faced with this couple who are making love in front of you. For
So, who are you this morning?
I'm Emmanuelle. You know that very well.
Please, forgive me for resorting to sexual stimulation to help you remember your past.
So apparently former wrestler Sid Vicious works on this boat, and he gets the lucky man who gets to be with Emmanuelle while the captain watches in jealousy. She returns to her room where the captain's waiting for her. And he's a horny captain.
I want you.
No!
Kiss me. I want your pussy. Kiss me, you bitch. Kiss me, I say.
But it's our stowaway to the rescue.
No!
I want to fuck you.
No! What? Who are you? I saved you from that bad man. Yes, but...
I guess it's some sort of power move for her, but
Yes, you're right.
when the captain comes to, she decides to put on a striptease show for him. Which I can't show you, but the captain then leaves. Anyway, the models arrive in the middle of the jungle somewhere now.
But they are there. You got it?
They've been warned to stay away from the natives.
Now follow me.
Peeping Toms everywhere as Emmanuelle decides to enjoy the water for a little bit. Emmanuelle also finds some love in the water. There's also some stolen jewels.
Well, Mr. Benton, give me the jewels. This is gonna cost you. Give me the jewels. Do you think you can get away with them? They know where we are.
well, yeah, of course.
I think they were going to use these jewels in the photo shoot.
No. Perfect. And the girls? They're waiting in the other room.
Exactly. The snake dance will liberate Emmanuelle from the inhibitions caused by her trauma.
Back at the
which locks
hospital.
her into a mental prison.
What's the snake dance?
Reptiles fascinate human beings in a strange way.
It's a mixture of attraction and repulsion.
So there's a naked black woman dancing in the field for Emmanuelle.
Look, the witch and that demon are dancing for you. Watch them.
They are slithering into your head.
Back to the Venezuela stuff. All the girls are now involved in a slave auction. Yep, these are white slavers. She does sex very good. So everybody's captured. But Emmanuelle's stowaway comes to the rescue again.
Where is Emmanuelle?
Please, quick, unlock them. Find the keys, please.
Yuma had soon guided the plane over the territory where her tribe lived. The slave market was in the same region. Yuma and Benton's plan was to attack the slave traders with the help of a group of Indians who still practiced the art of shrinking heads.
Even Emmanuelle herself was put up on the auction block. And then everyone gets attacked by poison darts. Those are the rescuers. Part of Uma's tribe, apparently.
Benton and Yuma searched for me in vain. Dragged into the forest, I saw Harrison slaughtered in front of my very eyes by the Indians. Panic-stricken, alone, I plunged deeper and deeper into the thick jungle. Lost, exhausted, haggard, I was located some days later, suffering from total amnesia, unable to remember even my name.
Our last scene in the movie has Emmanuelle in a
And now
field.
for the final trial, Emmanuelle, the one which will bring you back to yourself once and for all, which will render you once again the sensual, liberated creature who was admired the world over, and in the same way that memory was restored to your mind yesterday, may memory be restored today to your body itself.
The very last scene in the movie is Emmanuelle just chilling in the field, apparently rediscovering herself. And she's Emmanuelle again. Alright, let's talk about Emmanuelle 6. Slogging my way through the Emmanuelle series. Just got done watching 5, which was the first one not to have Sylvia Crystal in it. This is the second one. Natalie Uher, I don't know how you pronounce it, takes over the role as Emmanuelle. This is a weird one. She goes to this, for lack of a better term, it's a hospital, I think I call it, but it's basically this gigantic mansion where this doctor lives. He's going to help her with her amnesia. We find out that she was found in a jungle in Venezuela, and she doesn't remember what happened. So this guy, who knows who Emmanuelle is and wants Emmanuelle to be her normal, sensual self, is going to try to jog her memory and get her back to normal again. So he takes her back through some mental exercises, I guess, and tells her how she boarded a plane to go to Venezuela. Once there, she got on a boat. Actually, she was on a bus to start with in Venezuela. They were on their way to Caracas. And then she gets on this cruise ship. Is Caracas even on the border or on the ocean? I don't know. But anyway, in this movie it was. And they get on this luxury liner. They're going to do a photo shoot. She's with a bunch of other lovely ladies. On the boat, she wants to have sex with this guy in the boiler room who looks like a cross between Ian Ziering and that one former wrestler, Sid Vicious. The captain tries to assault her at one point, rape her. He's unsuccessful because Emmanuelle has a stowaway, this jungle girl named Umi, apparently was smuggled in this trunk, and she hits the captain with a wine bottle. And then Emmanuelle does a striptease for the captain. I don't know. Anyway, they get to wherever the hell they're going, and the captain apparently is involved with these white slave traders, and all these women who are in this photo shoot, I think there's actually only 4 or 5 of them, are captured and basically sold at auction. Well, apparently this is near Uma's tribe somewhere, and she decides to rescue them with the help of her tribe's people. They have these darts, which they blow, and they attack all the people there. Emmanuelle is able to escape, and apparently she got into the jungle. She saw a couple people slaughtered in front of her, the bad guys, and that's the last thing that happened before she was discovered and taken back to America or France, wherever the hell she's from. I don't know. but that's it. Then her memory is jogged. And the last scene in the movie is Emmanuelle in this field of dirt, and she starts taking her clothes off and enjoying herself. I don't know. That's Emmanuelle. I just read a review of this movie on IMDb. Somebody pointed out that this is the first film they saw on cable that showed a vulva. And this movie does have a vulva. We see Emmanuelle with her legs spread, and when she's near a waterfall, actually, and we see her vagina. So it was a lovely vagina, too. I'll give it that. But yeah, yeah. I don't know what else you can say about this ridiculous film, but it's part of the Emmanuelle series, and it is what it is. Several nude scenes in this movie, which is, again, is the only reason why we watch this shit. Not a whole ton of sex, to be honest with you, and mostly just nudity, and there was plenty of that to go around. It's if you're looking for naked, lovely ladies, you can't go wrong with this one. So anyway, that's it. Now, when we start with Emmanuelle 7, which I'll probably do next week, that one actually had the return of Sylvia Crystal, which came out several years later, and I don't remember much about it. I did see it, so I'm looking forward, maybe, to watching it again. We'll check it out. Emmanuelle 6, I'll leave a link down below. Man, the last time I looked, Emmanuelle 6 was freaking expensive to buy, like $194. I'm very happy I got this DVD. I've had it for 20 years or something like that, a long, long time. But I'm glad I have it. Like I said, it's expensive. I'll leave a link to it down below. Let me know what you think about Emmanuelle 6. Watch it. Bye.